this is like a quick overview. This is all written out, but the level here, level 2 and level 1, they're at a whole different. At level 4, you're trying to get to know how to do it. It's more educational. It's more knowing. It's an inner knowing. Like, okay, I know I can do this. But that comes through affirmation. That comes through believing. That comes through just knowing and getting to that level. Because a lot of fear that we have about different things is because sometimes fear comes from a place of ignorance. But once you know more about something, guess what? The fear is not there. Like, oh, okay. Because at first, like, okay, it's like the fear of the unknown. Or even the fear of rejection sometimes. But once you know that they like you and they know, it's like, okay, I know they like me, so it's not that fear is not as heavy, right?
Yeah.
Let me see if I turn this up a little bit. Okay, but then the next level is about doing. It's what we call the doing confidence, where you're actually doing something. So that builds, when you do something, you develop skill sets, right? Yeah. But it starts in the mind first. It starts in the mind first. But then when you get to the next level up here, the second level up here, 432, this level, and this takes time. Remember I said it's a process. So this takes time to get to level 2. People at level 2 have a lot of wins and successes. So they have a lot of small wins. They say, oh, you know what? I done did 10 videos. I could do 10 more. They have wins. They done stacks of wins behind them. They might have had a video that went viral. So now they have a big success. So that helps their confidence quite a bit because they did the thing. It's not like I'm going to do it. They have, and so now because of experiences, they've done it so much, they had a different skill set level. So their mind can't play that many tricks on them. Like, oh, you can't, yeah, because you have the experience. Yeah, you could do it. See, give me something. Check this out. Oh, you know what? You drive, right? In the beginning, wasn't you really nervous? Like, oh, can I do this? Can I not do this? Have you ever, you know how to drive a stick?
Yeah.
A manual?
Yeah.
Now that's a big one because that's in the beginning is the clutch is stalling, you're not getting it right.
Yeah.
And then after a while, it's like,
off.
Yeah, it's like, and after a while, you're like, oh, I get this. I can talk now. I can drink now. You don't even think about it because you're at a different skill set level. But at first you have doubts about it. I'm not sure if I can do this. Or what about people behind me? You know, you have all those doubts at first, and that's more inner, that's more mental. But as you start developing the skill set, you got it, man.
Yeah,
you got it. So then we get to level 3. Now you might have been in different conditions, meaning you might be in the snow, you might be in the rain, you might be going up a hill. You've already kind of overcome those, so now you got certain wins and successes. And so your confidence is more at a super level, not soft, not strong, but super level. And it's like, okay, I can do almost anything because you got all the experiences behind you. Well, those principles still apply to everything else in different areas. I don't care if it's like, oh, I want to, like before you had your girlfriend, you know, there might have been some people, they have trouble talking to girls. Like, if I talk to her, she's going to like me, she's going to reject me. But once you kind of know what you're doing and you know yourself, you know your smile, your personality, you know your character, you know your vibe, it's really not that hard after a while. Then you start matching up. Well, she's not my type, she is my type, you know. But then once you know, you follow me?
Yeah.
So again,
definitely.
that's just one particular area where we're talking about, whether it's driving a car or driving a manual or a stick shift or relationships or when it comes to business. And same thing like with YouTube, everything, man. And even like if you're going to become a doctor, first they deal with your mindset. You got to come to school and come to class and get all the lingo and what everything's at. Then they say, okay, now you go practice. First, they start on the mindset. You got to think like a doctor. You got to know all the terminology, where everything's at. They just don't put you out there and say, okay, go out there. And, even with law, when you're a lawyer, you got to learn all the books. You got to get all the book knowledge first. Then you can go practice law. So this, you know, these different principles I came up with for confidence, it fits every single area of life. That's why I always say confidence is everything in everything, because there is no success without confidence. If you don't get that handle, then you can't do the rest. And so it's always going to show up. You know why? Because fear is always going to be there. Because and this is the weird thing. We don't have to go too deep in this. But fear is born. Confidence is not. We're born with fears, but we're not born with confidence. Confidence is something we have to go and acquire. We have to go and get. We have to go develop. We have to go practice. But fear is natural, you know, and we don't have to get too deep into that. But we're born with. They say we're born with 2 fears. Based on my research, we're born with 4 fears. But my point is, the fear is always there. The doubt is always there. And even if you don't, quote unquote, have the doubt, society gives it to you. You know, they always popping fear in your ear. And that's why you always have to have confidence. Because confidence is the #1 antidote to fear. And then when you get to certain levels, then here come fear and doubt again. That's why you're going to need more confidence. That's why I always teach more confidence, because every level you get to, you're going to need more confidence to sustain and stay at that level, and even to go to the next level.